people, welcome back to the vlog. So what you just saw is me checking in, doing a physique update with you guys at my hopefully worst. Let me go into why I say that. So this new series is called This Life of Mine. So this is part of my lifestyle. This is my life. So we've been talking about how I stopped all my supplements because there's no need to be on anything to try to just get my body back to normal. I don't plan on even attempting to contest prep diet again until May of next year. I'm gonna have my hysterectomy hopefully in July, so I need to get my body ready and healthy for that, and all the things. But let's really just dig into it and talk about it. And if I'm being honest, I'm recording this now, but I actually don't know if this will make the episode. But so I think it's clear I'm not a natural athlete. I don't think I've hit that or whatever. If you go back far enough, I think I've made that clear. But let's talk about what I've dropped. Everything, literally. We own nuts and berries, juices and berries over here. But one of the things that, if you see in my video how I'm 150 this morning. I'm going to put that clip in here to show you all the weight. I am 150 this morning. That's not due to my eating, my lack of training. Nothing has changed other than my supplementation. And it's going to take my body some time to rebound, get its shit together, and come back from it. I still don't have my period. I haven't had my period since, I think my last one was in, what are we in? This is May, so maybe March? I think March 18th was my last period or whatever, so it doesn't know what it wants to do there. I've stopped my estrogen blocker. I told you on the last episode what I take, tamoxifen, 10 milligram dosages. Ideally, I typically only do the 10 milligrams 5 weeks out. However, I talked about how my receptors are just shot and it's taking more to really do less. So with that being said, I did get up to 20 for this show. So what I did was, right after I knew I wasn't going to do Wasatch, I took it down to 10 milligrams. I didn't want to just pull everything. I kept cardio the same, kept my macros decent for like a week, and then I just kind of started eating, tracking them, but just eating, clean stuff, but eating. So as of May 1st, I cut everything. So I went from 20 to 10 for like the last 2 weeks or since show. So what's that, 3 weeks now? Oh no, almost going on 4 weeks. This is May 5th. So almost going on 4 weeks. The show was April. So, okay, so 3.5 weeks or whatever. I went down to 10, and then this last week I went down to 0. Another thing I was taking was spironolactone. Spironolactone is I get it prescribed. It is a acne medication. Most people take it for acne. When you take it for acne, most people get it about 100 milligrams a day for their dosage. However, I don't have an acne problem. One of the best side effects of spironolactone is that it's a diuretic. So I use it for a diuretic. But I typically, so I got mine in dosages of 25. So typically, if the body's doing what it needs to do and it's responding and my receptors are recepting, I would just do 25 milligrams. However, I did get up to 50. So what I did was, again, it's not dangerous to take it or anything like that. I just don't have an acne problem, so I don't take it if I don't need to. Typically, I'll take it the last 2 weeks. But this time, I think I started the last 4 weeks. And I started out at 50. So after the show, and I realized I wasn't going to do it, I kept it for 50 that first week because I had eaten all those carbs and stuff, and I didn't want my body to rebound with a bunch of water. And then after that, I took it down to 25. So as of May 1st, I cut that. So the body is just going to body. It's going to do what it needs to do to try to protect itself, to try to get back to normal, all the things. I do take other things, use your context clues. And I stopped that immediately after the show. Did I? Maybe not. I can't remember. But so with that being said, everything is gone. So this is what you're seeing. So that's why I said at its worst, this should be it. And I should, hopefully, my body should just start getting back to normal. And the bloating should be gone, holding the excess water. I'm looking extra fluffy in my lower midsection, definitely because I have fibroids, really big fibroids. So, what else? So yeah, basically this 150, It should not get any worse than this. Again, my goal is to maintain 140 to 143, max 145. So my goal is to get, hopefully, I'm just going to keep counting my macros, keep doing all the things this week, make sure I get my water on. I probably will take dandelion root because I'm not peeing a whole lot. So I'm going to just 40 minutes of cardio in the morning, 60 minutes. I'm at 60 minutes now. I was doing the whole 45, 90, 45, 70, 45, 60. So now I'm at 40, 60. I was gonna go down to 50, but I'm doing 60 again because I'm at 150 and ain't nobody got time for that. So what else? Let's talk about, I really hate, this is a long clip, we're already at 5 minutes, but I really hate when people talk about natural versus not natural, whatever. Who gives a fuck? You're a professional bodybuilder. You're in the IFBB. Assume the obvious. It's not against the rules. It's not cheating because it's not against the rules. So whether you're natural or not, nobody cares. Nobody asks. That's number one. Number two, natural is relative. Some people are like, oh, if I get my testosterone, my spironolactone, my tamoxifen all prescribed, then I'm natural. I hate it. I hate the whole conversation. I hate the whole storyline. I hate when people get hung up on it because nobody cares. It does not matter. Now, what I will talk about and shed some light on, and these are just my views, I think you can 100% turn pro naturally. People compete naturally all the time. I competed natural. I turned pro natural. My first pro win was natural. I mean, I just started aging, started wanting more, and I decided to not be natural anymore. But nobody cares. It doesn't matter. You can still look the part. So not showing up in shape is not an excuse because you're not natural. That's number one, and I really hate that. But I do highly recommend that if you're new and you're in the NPC and you're under the age of 35, do it naturally because you want to max out your potential, your natural potential before you started adding anything into the mix. Because if you think about it, if you're adding things into the mix, you're 1 year into competing, 2 years into competing, there's not going to be much longevity for you. I mean, what are you going to be doing 5 years in? And if you're not trying to compete that long, then that's a whole different story as you were. But I say that if you're 35 and under. But I will say if you're 35 and older or 30 and older, you should really be getting your blood work done to make sure all your hormone levels are in check. Because as women, we just don't produce the testosterone we need to once you turn 30. Oh, I do do HRT. Typically mine, when we run blood work, my progesterone is always in range. However, because my testosterone is usually not, there's always like 10% progesterone and then 10% testosterone, 20%, whatever the difference is. I personally do the creams because I can control that. It's just 2 clicks of the thing. You put it here, you rub it in at night, you're good. And whenever I get my blood work done, my levels are always in range or whatever. So the cream works for me. You can inject it like shots. I'm not that committed. I can't commit on that level, so I'm not gonna be doing all that. And I feel like it's hard to control because once it's in there, it's in there. And some people do pellets. I would never do pellets because again, once it's in there, it's in there. I ain't got time. Cream works for me. I'm just not that committed. But I have run out, and I probably ran out back in January. But since I was on other things, it didn't really matter. But I do need to get that filled before I go. But anyway, as I was saying, now if you're starting to compete over the age of 40, over the age of 35, and you want a little assistance, I don't see it as good or bad. I'm pro what you want to do. So if you want to try things, I think you should. The hormone level in the body just don't work like it did in your youth. So I don't personally see anything wrong with it, but my opinion shouldn't matter. You should do what you want to do. I think that's it. Again, I don't even know if this clip is going to make it in, but we shall see. Anyway, welcome back to the vlog. Let's see what else we get into this life of mine. Well, hello, beautiful people. We are headed to go return these Lulu leggings that I had ordered online. And I should have known. I really don't ever like the Wonder line, ever. But they were like super meshy and super cute looking. I don't feel like trying, if I gotta go through all that, get a different size and just throw the whole operation away. So I'm gonna go return those and just stick to, I am really a huge fan of the Align line. So I just need to go see if they have some that I don't have here in the store. So I'm gonna go take those back, and then I'm gonna swing by Walmart and get some get Mother's Day cards and a birthday card from my mom, some gift cards, and then if I'm feeling up to it, which I think I should be, I'll stop and get a reflexology massage, and then I'll come home and get ready for round 2 and go do round 2. I'm really behind on my water because your girl been just watching TV, napping, editing YouTube, and not really drinking water, but that's okay. I can catch up. I did take a serving of dandelion root this morning. So there's that. Y'all, so I was actually about to go to Walmart, but you know what, I've been dicking around enough. It is 12 o'clock. I need to do round 2. I want to do it on an empty stomach, so I can't. I've done 2 things. I went to Lulu. Oh my god, I hate you so much, car. I went to Lulu and I went and got a foot massage. That's enough adulting for the day. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll go get the Mother's Day cards tomorrow, mail them out, and then what else did I needed to do? Oh, I needed to do something else, so I'll do that tomorrow. Only 2 things. I can only handle 2 tasks before round 2, so that's done. And I'm just gonna go home and get dressed for the gym, and then go. And I got this hour cardio. Pretty sure some people have dropped some YouTubes, so that should take care of my viewing pleasures. And yeah. Oh, I hate this bump right here. Oh, don't do it so dirty. Another one. Oh. Okay, good people. Let me I'm just gonna close out that thought process that I was talking about earlier in the bathroom about supplementation use. So I've gotten messages already on Instagram because I said that I talked about it and then I wasn't sure if I was gonna, whatever. So here we are. I guess here's the takeaway. I think what's most important is because most of the people that reached out on Instagram were new competitors. And so I would say this is just my thought process. You get it how you live it, but this is just my thought process. If you're a very new competitor, you would be surprised what the body can do naturally. And I say max out what your body can do naturally, especially if you don't even know, how far you want to go in this sport. If you ain't trying to go to the Olympia, I would say be very modest with what you do and what you take. I consider myself pretty modest. So again, what was that? Okay, so if you're a new competitor and you want to have babies and all that stuff, and you're just doing this for a couple of years, I would say do nothing. Because number one, the average person is not getting their stuff from a reputable, I'm not gonna say reputable, so you're not getting it from a doctor, so you don't really know what's in it, you're just assuming. So with that being said, no one can really guarantee what the side effects are going to be or what the lasting results or residual damage or whatever is going to be. So if having kids is in your future, I personally, especially if you're over 35, which you would already be considered a geriatric pregnancy, I wouldn't mess around with it. That's just me. I would just make sure my testosterone levels are good, take a little clean and hope for the best. Take some DIM and hope for the best. That's just my recommendation. But now if you're past the wanting kids and all that stuff, then I say, honey, live your life to the fullest. But I don't think a bikini competitor at any stage of the game should be taking more than 10 milligrams of anything. I don't think a bikini competitor should really be taking anything more than 10 milligrams of Winnie or VAR. That's just my thought process. But again, get it how you live it. As far as side effects, I've never had any side effects, but so I've seen all these videos of all these things that people say is gonna happen, whatever, and maybe that did happen to them. Maybe that has something to do with what they were taking with it. Maybe that has something to do with their sources. But I can't speak on none of that. Like, I'm concerned with all that's going on, throw the whole career away. But again, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying I've never seen those kind of side effects from just taking 10 milligrams of VAR or just 10 milligrams of Winnie. What else? So with that, I think we can close off that conversation. But if you have any questions in particular, feel free to DM me. I will answer anything. I don't care. You can ask me anything. If I don't want to answer, I just won't answer it. But I wouldn't necessarily do it on YouTube. You can DM me on Instagram and whatever. So yeah, that's that. So I just did an hour cardio. I ain't gonna lie, I took a little clean this morning because a bitch is feeling some kind of way. Did y'all see that Physique update? I hate it. But I've been like anxious because of it like all day. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go home and eat, and it is 2:07. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and eat and just hope we wake up skinny in the morning. I did not use the bathroom today either. I took Miralax. I told y'all that shit don't work. And it, true to form, it did not work. So I'm gonna have to take some Dr. Bo when I get home, because I think that's why I didn't go to the bathroom. So my stomach feels really bloated today. But yeah, that's where we at. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Oh, one final thing on that whole debacle of clips and me carrying on about trying to be okay with just kind of the stage of life I'm in. I cannot with y'all friend daddy, that is not his solution was, sister, just embrace the life, and as long as you open them legs when the time comes, we ain't got no problems. Please don't let it come down to just that. Like, sir, my feelings and my life is a little bit more complicated than that. I hate him so much. Okay, now see y'all tomorrow. Good morning, good people. It is Tuesday. I did back today. I did back today. Initially 40 minutes of cardio, but then I did my 40 minutes of cardio, then did back, and then realized I have a hot date to date, and I want to kind of get a little cute and not go straight from round 2 to my hot date. So that being said, I'm like, maybe I should just do round 2 at home on elliptical so I can get home. But I mentioned how my elliptical with the weird angle, after 30 minutes my feet go to sleep or get numb or whatever. So after weights, I went back and did another 20-minute incline walk. So now I only have to do 30 minutes before my hot date. I also need to go and, mail orders and get the birthday cards and birthday cards from my mom. But today is check-ins for Dorian. So we'll see what those look like. Also, I need to do a little research on her supplement list, because there's a few things on there that I really wasn't familiar with. So I need to do a little research on it, see if that's something we want to cut. Also, yesterday I was 150. Remember, the hormones are hormoning. This morning, 137.0. Yesterday was 150.0. It's in here. So today was 137. But again, my hot date, we're going to lunch. So I'm going to macro hoard, if you will. So this morning for meal 1, I'm just going to have chicken thighs and cabbage. Probably some rice cakes for my carb. And then for my second meal will be my matcha with a little bit of protein and berries and nuts servings for the day, and then I'll have lunch. And then hopefully tomorrow the scale at least stays the same. What else? Aray's video was so good this morning. It was all the things I needed to hear. We also have been having conversations this week as well with my whole state of mind. So she dropped a lot of gems. The gems were Jimmy. I think that's it, y'all. So until I pick y'all up again. Hey y'all, so I am done with my hot date gone. It is 5:33. I'm headed home. 2 margaritas. I had a salad, fries. Zips are like known for their margaritas and fries, and some cheese sticks. Listen, Daddy better get his mind ready, right, and in the game, because she is primed and ready to go. Yeah, I'm gonna be fat in the morning. I'll let y'all know what the scales say, but she gonna be fat. I was so proud of the 3 pounds I had dropped from yesterday to today, but you know what? The margaritas was worth every sip. Look at God, won't he do it? So we'll see what I am in the morning. Good morning. So really quick, Brittany had asked me what do I plan to do about beauty products and stuff that I currently use and they don't have over there. I really didn't see anything that I use on a regular that I couldn't get over there, whether it be the same brand or something very similar. However, I don't really have any kind of beauty products that I use that I can't get there. But what I will be doing is getting my Botox done before I get there, because again, I don't know anybody to refer me to anybody, so I'm going to get that done tomorrow. I'm going to start out with my nails and pedicure and stuff, and then find places over there. In Panama, I was referred a lot girl that comes to you and only charges like $90 versus the $250 I pay here. And there's a few like supplements that I'm going to take with me. But again, I am trying to get to a place with my supplementation to where I'm like barely taking anything that I can't just get anywhere, and that's like natural. So, but for the most part, the standard things that we take, creatine, L-carnitine, all the protein stuff, fat burns, all that stuff you can get there. I mean, there's GSC, there's tons of, and that's another reason why we want to be in the city. Now, out in the small towns, it may be a little different, but Mexico City is like one of the top 5 biggest cities in the world. So there's nothing you really can't get there. Panama City, again, when we went to visit Coronado, even they have supplement stores, but that's like a small town. But in Panama City, it's a major city, so there wasn't much. But yeah, I don't believe I have any beauty products. My skincare is pretty simple, and what I have, I'm just gonna take with me, and when I run out, I'm pretty sure I can find it there. But this is like a trial run, because we will be back the second week of July, so I'll have a better idea. So as I figure those things out, I will let y'all know. Beautiful people, post gym 146.2. Yesterday I was 147, so my shenanigans yesterday did not hurt me. Look at God, won't he do it? So I am going to, before I go, I'm going to get Botox, which is tomorrow at 6. I think I told y'all this already. And my hair appointment's next week. I'm going to go ahead and go stop and get some Beijing Oriental Black and do my black before I get it done, so that when she does my hair, I'll get a deep condition, all that stuff, and I don't have to worry about that for a while. However, I do have someone in Panama that can do my locks. She comes to you. She only charges $80 American, like compared to the $250 I pay here. So I'm probably gonna use her when I get to Panama. What else? I also think, so there's a hospital there that's like state of the art, like Americans, like people from all over the world comes there to train. I think I might I don't need a second opinion as in like what's wrong with me, but I might entertain actually getting a hysterectomy there. So I'm gonna talk to Daddy about it and see if it's not too dramatic with our insurance, just whatever. But yeah, I might get a second opinion there and possibly entertain getting it done there. So then that way we don't even have to come back. Oh, no, we got a girls trip coming up for Vancouver. Disregard. I'm coming back regardless, so abort. Hey y'all, so I'm on my way to DS Nutrition to grab some of the fit cheesecakes. But I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about something I was talking to Daddy about maybe yesterday, I think. When it comes to me feeling safe in Mexico City and Panama, I was telling Daddy that I feel like I felt safer in Panama. I don't know if we had this conversation, but I feel like I felt safer in Panama, and I was telling him the police presence was in Panama as well. Like there are armed policemen at the front door of grocery stores or whatever. They may have had like 9mm. In Mexico, they had like machine guns, and there was a way more police officers, but it was because of the area we were in Mexico. That's like their Beverly Hills area. So, and the police precinct was right across the street. So there was a lot of police. I didn't feel unsafe. The police presence in Mexico made me feel safe. Which if I walked into a Safeway here and there is a cop standing there with a machine gun, I would feel so uncomfortable. I would have so much anxiety. So it wasn't because of police presence. But I think Mexico is just a huge city. It is a big city. It's like New York, but bigger. So I think it was because it was so much going on. Panama is just a smaller city, so it felt a little bit more quaint. It's a big city, but it did feel a little bit more quaint. But Mexico, it was just so big, like, I felt, just, safer. Another thing is, I don't necessarily right now, and I don't know if it's the media that's kind of getting in my head about stuff, but I don't necessarily, if I'm being honest, feel safe in Mexico City. I may feel different when we go visit Guadalajara and Merida, but like walking around with my wedding ring, with designer handbags, that kind of thing by myself, because I feel like, I look like a foreigner and I look like an easy target. I didn't have that mindset in Panama City for some reason, but I do have that mindset in Mexico. And again, I don't think it's the people. I think it's because it's such a big city. I don't know what y'all need to do with that information. I'm just sharing that. I do recall that feeling, but this time we're going with a different mindset. We may end up staying in a different area. Now that could go either way. I could feel safer because it feels like a smaller neighborhood, or I could not feel as safe because it's not in such of the highly guarded area. And the police are not like just standing on the street with machine guns, but it's like, the stores in that area, they were all like, AJ Fine Foods or like Whole Foods, like they were like the uppity grocery stores. But no, even like their Safeway kind of store, it was a cop standing at each door entry with machine guns. So they're not walking around the store or anything, but they're just kind of like at the point of entry. So, and again, that made me feel safer. I didn't feel no kind of way at all about it. I didn't feel like I fit the description, none of that, but I would if it was here going on. But and they're not thinking about us. They're not staring at us as black people, as Americans or whatever. And I think like in Panama, I don't remember seeing not one white person. Maybe randomly we passed by the hospital and I saw a man that looked white. I don't think he was just light skinned, putting his daughter in their car. And I was like, oh, that was a white person. But that was like the first white person I saw. I'm not saying that that's problematic. I'm just saying it just wasn't a thing. Like it just was black and brown people. You just blended in. And when it came to the Afro-Latinas, you couldn't necessarily tell if they were American black, Afro-Latina. You couldn't tell. So we just blended in. And again, that's the feeling that we're chasing right now. In Mexico, a lot of the black people I saw were Afro-Latino or from Europe. I didn't run into any American black people. But they weren't that friendly either. But not that, I mean, it's a big city though. Like when you go to New York, people not standing on the corner soliciting friendships. So it's, you know, it's a very big city. So it feels a little more lonely, I feel like. But yeah, just want to share that. Hello, beautiful people. So she is headed to get a, fuck, my hair tie. Headed to get a pedicure. And then I'm gonna go by this TJ Maxx and Target over here to try to find a small backpack. And then round dos. Hey, ladies and gents. Actually, I don't think any gents watch my YouTube, but I just pulled up to the gym. In my cup is this Kiwi Blend Rain and a electrolyte, and that's it. Trying to bring down this caffeine usage. Just got the pedicure, got the 2 little bags. I'll show you them when I get home. I got one from Target that was only like, I think 20 bucks, maybe $18.99 or something. And then I typically don't really fool with Ross, but I go in Ross. The one in Scottsdale is for Ross. Got their shit together. But they actually had a really cute little plain black one that was $15, so I grabbed that. So I don't know if I explained to y'all or I did talk to Instagram about this, but why I'm trying to find like just a plain no name little sling or backpack or whatever, because you know when you're traveling in not just other countries, anywhere you don't know the areas, is for me, I feel better just kind of blending in until I know what I'm dealing with. So I don't want to make myself a target walking around with all this designer stuff and then, you know, risk getting robbed or something like that. So I like to have the option of just having like some plain stuff that just kind of blend in, because even though that's like the Beverly Hills area, I don't remember seeing, I did see a lady walking, an old lady walking with some Chanel and pearls, honey, walking in the park. I was like, oh, so it is safe. But I didn't see a lot of that in that area, and that is like the up, I mean, it was Gucci stores and stuff, but I didn't see just people walking around with this shit. So I'm like, maybe I'll just blend. So that's why I wanted to make sure. And then if we do like, cause I want to do some touristy stuff when Ebony comes, and you know, I want to do like, whatever. So yeah, I want to just have like just some plain stuff that's not all designer or appears to be designer or what have you. So all right, let's get in here. All right, y'all. So I just did 35 minutes. I did 30 minutes on the spin bike, and then I got on the elliptical, and I was like almost 6 minutes in, and my left knee is bothering me, and my hips are kind of sore. And I'm like, why am I pushing past the pain at this stage of the game? Like, there's nothing to gain and everything to lose. So I probably got my ass off the machine. So round 1, I did 40 minutes, and round 2, I did 35. And that's just going to have to get done. I was also telling Daddy this morning that I've only had 2 days off from the gym this year. And that was day before show and show day. So this weekend, if I only make it to the gym once or not at all when I go see Milani, I'm going to give myself grace on that. Like, I'm going to give myself grace. I have every intention on going. I'm flying out Friday, so I might try to go before I leave here Friday, but not do round 2. And I may go Saturday before everybody wakes up. But then Sunday, I won't go at all probably. But yeah, I'm like, why am I pushing through the pain? I have legs in the morning or glutes or whatever I choose to focus on, depending on my back and knees. And I just need to get my shit together. So I ended it there. That's growth. Mountain time, good people. It is Thursday. Just got done with legs. Today I'm gonna try to color the black of my dreads because I'm getting them done next week. So I like to get a deep condition after I color them. Plus the gray is not letting me be great. I don't mind getting gray. Don't get it twisted. It's just that they don't grow pretty. It grows like trash. I can't. So once the gray can get its shit together, I will go, I told Instagram this, I will go gray back here where the blonde is, and then keep most of it black up top, but let as the gray start growing and naturally blend really pretty. Right now it ain't pretty, it look like trash. I am also getting my Botox today, round 2 in before Botox, and I actually will not be working out Friday because you can't work out after the Botox. And since I'm getting it so late in the day, I'm not even gonna mess with it. I fly out tomorrow morning to go see Milani, so I'll have a little bit of that. I don't really put her that much on my Instagram, on my YouTube, but we'll get a little bit of that trip in here. And I think I'm gonna do another Physique update this morning because I'll be traveling and I won't be able to do it like Friday like I've been doing. So far I'm down like between 3 to 4 pounds of defluffing. So there's that. What else? Oh, Dorian checks in tomorrow, so I'll add that in here. And yeah, that's it. So happy Thursday. Well, hello, beautiful people. So, as y'all can see, the locks are black. The black is blacking, I should say. I just pulled up to where I'm getting my Botox done. I'm going to go ahead and close this video out here because it's at like 35 minutes and there's not much more to say. I'm leaving tomorrow to go see Milani. Probably won't be catching much YouTube while I'm there. I head back home on Sunday, so I'll pick up filming again, or recording again, like I'm somebody. Recording again come Sunday. We still do not have an Airbnb picked out yet. We've kind of given up hope for all the things, but the non-negotiables are central air, 2 bathrooms, and anything else, I mean, the other location was perfect. However, they don't have central air. So it's, I don't know. We will give up the Polanco area to have the other things, but I don't know, y'all. We've already increased the amount we're willing to pay. And I also told Daddy that we don't necessarily have to have a gym in the building this go round because I'm not in prep. So I can just get my round 2s however I get them, if I do them, whatever. But so we're giving up the gym in the building. So we'll see. I would like a nice pool area because while I practice my Spanish every day, I would like to kind of do that by the pool just to kind of get out the apartment. So we'll see. I will keep y'all posted on when we finally find one. So I was going to do a Physique check-in in the morning for you guys, but I got to fly out really early. So I'm not going to dick around with that. So we'll see how much I got to defluff when I come back. There is Milani's little cousin's 5th birthday party is this weekend too. So I'm sure it's going to be all the good food and cake and all the things. They want to take her to Chuck E. Cheese. So I'll be indulging this weekend and enjoying myself. So it will definitely be an Operation Defluff situation. I did around 2 today. I did 50 minutes of cardio for round 2. I did 40 in the morning. So I'm kind of riding this whole 40 a.m. 50 for round 2. Because I'm going to have to defluff next week, I'm probably going to keep that. So yeah, next week is going to be a busy week. I have 2 doctor's appointments, my hair, a massage, a couple of dinner dates, or lunch with Savannah, my old crew that I used to work with. We haven't worked together since 2019, but we still keep in touch and we hang out real tough. So we're going to have dinner one night to say goodbye to each other. So yeah, it's going to be a busy week next week. And then obviously I'll start packing once I wash when I get back and start putting stuff in the luggage that I will not wear between now and then. So anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm probably gonna record for Instagram here while I'm here, so I will take those clips and insert them after this. But for now, thank you guys so much for coming back. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you more than you know, and I will see you guys on the next video. All right, guys. What did you call my nail?
Stepkins.
What?
Stepkins. I'm not used to these.
She's calling my little banker nails.
Those are mom nails.
They are. They are. Bankers. They have them shitty ass little nails.
Yeah.
Stepkins. Usually you lift my self-esteem when I come, and now I'm leaving as Stepkins.
But you'll be smooth.
Y'all, we're gonna fill this face up to where I can not be ugly until July. So just freeze the hell out of this face. Stepkins. As soon as I get to Mexico, I'm gonna find some. Listen, I'm upset too.
I mean, mine are longer than yours. And I like poke my eye out and break stuff, but mine are
I'm gonna get them done when I get there. I have to find somewhere. Don't judge me.
All right. You know,
she says she can't even focus on my stories because of these nails. Jesus.
Reaction thing. You are doing so much.
Oh, I'm numb. Okay, remind me the workout thing. Is it?
No, working out for 4 hours.
Oh, just 4 hours. So I can go in the morning before I get on my flight if I want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just prefer good Lord, girl. Little beater. Yeah, just not tonight. I prefer no working out, no sauna, no hot shower, nothing like that tonight.
Okay.
But tomorrow morning you're fine to do
like
whatever.
2 o'clock in the morning. You know my morning is like 2 o'clock in the morning.
I forget that
okay,
you're not like normal people.
Okay, I'll just wait and work out after I go see Milani. I'll wait till like tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, that would be better. Because you don't want to do all of this and then sweat it out.
Are we doing Botox or something else?
I'm doing the Javel for you because...
This is what I did last time that I loved? Okay.
Yeah.